I took your advice. It was very good advice.
Look, I can see that you think you know me, but I don't know who you are. My name is Captain Coulter Stevens.
You're kind of freaking me out. Talk to me, Sean.
Look, I don't know who Sean is, and I don't know who you are.
Source Code is a tightly constructed science fiction action thriller that blends high-concept ideas with emotional intensity, creating a story that feels urgent, intimate, and psychologically engaging. The film is built around the idea of repetition under pressure, where time becomes both a weapon and a prison. From its opening moments, the narrative places the audience inside confusion and disorientation, mirroring the mental state of its central character. Instead of explaining its rules immediately, the film allows the mystery to unfold naturally, pulling viewers deeper into its world with each reset of the clock. This approach makes the experience immersive, forcing the audience to actively piece together the truth alongside the protagonist rather than passively observing events. At the center of the story is a soldier who suddenly awakens in circumstances that make no sense to him. He is not in a battlefield or a military facility, but on a commuter train heading into Chicago. His reflection in a mirror shows a face that is not his own, and the woman sitting across from him treats him as someone else entirely. This immediate identity crisis sets the tone for the entire film, raising questions about self-consciousness and control. The soldier's military instincts kick in as he tries to understand his surroundings, but before he can get answers, the train explodes, killing everyone aboard. Instead of dying, he wakes up again, discovering that he has been placed into a controlled simulation designed to relive the final minutes of another man's life. The concept driving the film revolves around an experimental program that allows a person to enter the last moments of a deceased individual's consciousness. This is not traditional time travel, but a sophisticated reconstruction built from residual brain activity. The program's purpose is practical and urgent: to identify the bomber responsible for the train explosion and prevent a larger, more devastating attack. Each time the soldier is sent back, he has only a few minutes to gather clues, interact with passengers, and narrow down suspects before the inevitable blast resets the scenario. This structure gives the film a relentless pace, as every second counts and every small detail could be the key to saving countless lives. As the soldier repeatedly experiences the same 8 minutes, subtle changes begin to occur. He learns the rhythms of the train, the behaviors of the passengers, and the small conversations that initially seemed meaningless. What starts as chaos slowly becomes a puzzle, with patterns emerging through repetition. The film uses this repetition effectively, ensuring that each return to the train feels purposeful rather than redundant. New information is revealed each time, and the audience is rewarded for paying attention. The tension escalates not only because of the ticking clock, but also because the soldier becomes emotionally invested in the people around him, especially the woman who believes he is someone else. The relationship that develops between the soldier and the woman on the train adds an emotional layer that grounds the film's science fiction elements. Their conversations, though brief and constantly interrupted by resets, feel genuine and human. The soldier knows that, in the real world, these people are already dead, yet within the simulation, they are alive, laughing, worrying, and dreaming. This creates a moral dilemma that runs throughout the film. If these moments feel real, do they deserve the same value as actual lived experience? The film does not provide easy answers, instead allowing the emotional weight of these interactions to speak for itself. Outside the simulation, the soldier's physical condition introduces another level of complexity. He is kept alive in a severely damaged state, connected to machines and confined to a capsule. His handlers treat him as both a valuable asset and a tool, focusing on the mission rather than his well-being. This contrast between the vibrant, chaotic world of the train and the cold, sterile environment of the control room reinforces the film's themes of humanity versus utility. The soldier begins to question not only the ethics of the mission, but also his own status. Is he still alive, or is he merely being used because his consciousness can serve a purpose? As the investigation progresses, the soldier's determination intensifies. He moves from confusion to focus, using his limited time more efficiently with each run. He tests theories, follows suspicious passengers, and pushes the boundaries of what the simulation allows. These sequences are structured like a procedural thriller, compressed into minutes, showcasing how intelligence, observation, and adaptability can overcome even extreme limitations. The film balances action with intellect, making the audience feel the strain of problem-solving under impossible time constraints. The discovery of the bomber is not treated as a simple victory. Instead, it leads to deeper revelations about the nature of the source code program itself. The soldier learns that the mission he was told about is only part of a larger plan, and that his role may not end once the immediate threat is neutralized. This realization shifts the story's focus from external danger to internal conflict. The soldier must decide whether he will continue to follow orders or assert his own agency, even if doing so comes at great personal cost. One of the film's strengths lies in how it handles its science fiction concepts without overwhelming the narrative. The technical explanations are present but restrained, allowing the emotional and ethical questions to remain at the forefront. The idea that consciousness can exist independently of the body, even if only for brief moments, challenges traditional notions of life and death. The film explores whether a meaningful existence can be defined by duration or by experience, suggesting that even 8 minutes can contain a lifetime's worth of connection and purpose. Visually, the film uses contrast to reinforce its themes. The train sequences are warm, crowded, and kinetic, filled with natural light and constant motion. In contrast, the military facility is dark, minimalistic, and isolating. This visual language subtly communicates where the soldier feels most alive. Despite knowing that the train world is artificial, it is where he laughs, connects, and makes choices. The real world, ironically, feels more restrictive and distant, emphasizing the film's exploration of what truly constitutes reality. As the climax approaches, the soldier's actions take on a sense of finality. He is no longer just trying to stop a bombing, he is fighting for the right to define his own existence. The choices he makes challenge the authority overseeing the program and push the technology beyond its intended limits. These moments are charged with tension, not because of large-scale destruction, but because of the emotional stakes involved. The audience understands that the outcome will determine not only the fate of countless people, but also the meaning of the soldier's sacrifice. The ending of the film leaves a lasting impression by offering a conclusion that is both hopeful and thought-provoking. It suggests that identity is not solely tied to physical form or original circumstance, but to consciousness, choice, and memory. The soldier's journey comes full circle, transforming from a man trapped in a mission into someone who actively shapes his own destiny. Rather than providing a neatly wrapped resolution, the film invites viewers to reflect on the implications of what they have witnessed, encouraging discussion long after the credits roll. Source Code stands out as a film that uses its action thriller framework to explore deeper philosophical questions without losing momentum. Its compact structure, emotional core, and inventive use of repetition make it memorable and engaging. By focusing on character as much as concept, it avoids the trap of becoming a purely mechanical puzzle. Instead, it becomes a story about what it means to be alive, to connect with others, and to make choices that matter, even when time is painfully limited. The film's lasting appeal comes from this balance of intellect and emotion. It respects its audience by trusting them to follow complex ideas while also offering relatable human stakes. The soldier's struggle resonates because it taps into universal fears of loss of control, identity, and purpose. At the same time, it offers reassurance that meaning can be found even in the most constrained circumstances. In the end, Source Code is not just about stopping a bomb or solving a mystery. It is about reclaiming humanity in a system that views people as expendable resources. Through its innovative structure and emotionally grounded storytelling, Source Code delivers a powerful cinematic experience that lingers in the mind. It demonstrates how science fiction can serve as a lens for examining real human concerns, using speculative technology to highlight timeless questions. The film's combination of suspense, heart, and philosophical depth ensures that it remains impactful, reminding viewers that every moment, no matter how brief, holds the potential for significance and change.